Off to Shanks. Clean handoff, passes off to Simmons. Simmons shoots for 3, does not make it because why would he? And the clock is over. That is halftime, ladies and gentlemen. And we will rejoin our coverage in a couple of minutes at the end of halftime. See you then.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our third and Patriots second grade mini cheerleaders.
He's not nothing. He's not unbeatable. That's certainly something to be said for offense. Who've come out in a strong way. See how that plays out. Anyway, as we continue, Will Liddell has passed the ball around outside. No scoring has happened in the last couple of seconds now. Rogers nearly drops the ball there. Gets it back up and starts passing it around. 22-14 to 20. RHS is looking for a way to shoot, and they go. They've been off for 3, but for 2, and they also miss that just inside of the key. As Michael Shanks for BHS grabs the ball and brings it back down court. That'll be Sawyer Price, who just loses the ball to RHS, who goes up for a layup but draws the foul. That'll be 2 shots for RHS.
Second. Shooting 2 for Rogers.
Nathan Sell for RHS. First shot up is good. Student section a lot more pumped in the second half. The Mounties seem re-energized, as do the Tigers. So that would be second good shot by RHS, bringing their score to 27. Closing the gap to really just 4 points. That's something that Bentonville has to be getting nervous about. As we enter the late game now, there's still plenty of time left. And Michael Shanks was just stuffed by RHS. It was interesting. Was off his hands, so now Bentonville will bring it back into the court, but that was certainly a crowd energizer. Student section's happy about it. Bentonville student section strangely has no comment. Rogers shoots for 3, does not make it. Recovered by Drew Miller. Drew dribbles out to find a better position. Drives in, plant, sends one up, draws a foul. That does not make it. So that'll be 2 free throws for Drew Miller.
His second on the team.
And the score is still only 4 points apart. Michael Shanks passes it out to Thane Spencer for BHS. Thane being guarded by the freshman Will Liddell, doing a miraculous job of keeping up with Thane in his faster play style. We have Shanks, who passes back out. And that'll be number 14, Brendan Freeman. Michael Shanks just lays out one of our RHS students, but no foul. As I was saying, Freeman does mess up that shot. But back at the top, we have Thane Spencer for Bentonville. Drawing foul, giving RHS the ball back once again. RHS having every opportunity here. Coaches don't look happy, players don't look happy, but it is what it is. Drew Miller pass in the ball. All right, into the paint, drives up for the goal, does not draw the foul, but makes 2 more points for RHS, bringing it the score to 29 points for RHS, just a 2-point lead that the Tigers are barely holding on to. Something that Connor Defenball does seem very concerned about. That'll be Tiger possession. Oh, Connor calls a timeout. He is freaking out. Connor is flustered, to say the least. Don't know if he can handle the pressure. But as we enter the final 3 minutes of the 3rd quarter, we'll see how this plays out. And Connor stays in the game, but he is not. That pleasantry shall go to Josh Smith, who brings it in. The ball is now back in Connor's possession. Connor dribbles out. He's getting backed into a corner, tries to drive in, but gives the charge, but pushes a charge. Sorry, takes a charge. Bentonville's ball. Passes to Connor in the back half. Connor tries to do the same thing again, right into the chest of his defender. Number 14, Braden Freeman, gets the rebound, draws it up, but Will Liddell for the 2nd rebound drives his arms up and gets that ball for RHS. RHS passes it into the paint, goes straight up with the ball, does not make the 2. Number 3, Josh Smith is going to bring the ball back down for Rogers, passes it off to Michael Shanks. As Michael Shanks tries to slow the play down, passes it off to Connor. Connor just keeps ramming his shoulder into the defender. Connor slips, but does make his shot. RHS for 3, makes it. Once again, bringing the gap to 1 point. Tigers leading. So this is, I can't speak for everyone, but this is definitely something that I did not expect coming from this game, to have such a close game, even as we get to the middle of the 2nd half. Will Liddell does draw his first foul. Shanks has the ball once again. Bentonville passes into the top of the key. Number 15, Sawyer Price, passes right back out to Braden Freeman. Braden passes the ball off to Connor. Connor gets the ball and brings it back to Sawyer Price. Though I'm not sure. I think the Tigers are trying to find a way in to get some points on the board. If Connor isn't careful, he's going to draw some fouls here. But regardless, he passes out to and into the paint. Michael Shanks goes up for a 2-point. Hands almost on the backboard. There's 2 more points for Bentonville, bringing the gap to a full 3 points. Connor tries to flop for the charge, but does not make it. Drew Miller scores 2, bringing the gap once again down to 1 point. 35 Bentonville, 34 Rogers. Connor shot, misses it, the foul. Drew Miller shoots 3. barely misses it with 50 seconds left in the quarter. Shanks tries to call something there. Does not get it. Student section of RHS is ecstatic. And can't say the same for BHS's student section. Will Liddell is brought out. That'll be Bentonville calling a timeout. This is absolutely crazy with 50 seconds, more precisely, 0.3 seconds left in this quarter. By 1. Both coaches here trying to get their team in the moment, trying to give some last minute advice. The RHS team is being brought shoelaces as Bentonville head back out on the court. And that is the band doing their thing. Banding. Gonna need a Band-Aid after this. So Will Liddell to inbound the ball back in for Rogers. Off to Drew Miller at the three-point line. Passes off again. RHS is a light trying to get down into the paint, but does not make it. Passes it right back out to Drew. And there you go. He goes back in, trying to find a way out, trying to find a way in to score. Goes up for it. Does not draw the foul. Does not draw the foul. Does make the point. Score still separated by a thread. Percentages are high as we get to the final quarter here. 34 seconds left. And something's immediately called. 33 seconds. 33.2. I think the clock likes the 2 minutes. And we have RHS back out with the ball, dribbling around, slowly trying to slow the game down. Control. Oh, they're just running out the clock. Alrighty. Interesting strategy for someone who is losing. But regardless, RHS and receiving no contention until the last 10 seconds when they are trying to make a move. Looks like they're going to try to do it last second. Drives into the paint, shoots up. Misses. Number 2 for Bentonville, Cooper Smith, shoots a last-minute half-court shot. Does not make it as expected. The third period is now over with RHS 34 points, Bentonville. And there we have the band once again playing their song as we head into the final quarter for this game. This is something that no one expected. Well, maybe me, but pretty much no one else expected for this as we come into the fourth quarter with the score, as I said, separated by a millimeter. With 18 seconds left in the time. This is RHS versus Bentonville, the fourth quarter. And here we go. Similar teams that in the third quarter are heading onto the court for the fourth quarter. Bentonville will start with possession. Bentonville passing on the outside. They seem to be dragging, and not in the cool way. They are slowing down, not breathing fire. Michael Shanks drives to the paint, bounces off the ground. It's Lord knows what and draws a charge. Sorry, not a charge. And as we have the ball goes out to Connor, who passes it to Braden Freeman, who throws to the bottom of the backboard. This, 2 shots for Braden as he tries to widen this gap between RHS and Bentonville. One shot, first shot made, widening the gap to 2 by Braden Smith. He's got 1 shot left. RHS makes some last-minute changes to their. Makes the second one. That'll be a 3-point gap now. Will Liddell at the top of the key, leading his team. Passes off, back to Drew Miller. Pass. As you can see, he's just moving the ball, trying to catch the Bentonville defense off guard as they did. Almost there, barely missing a 3-point shot to tie the game. Connor Defabaugh trying to find out what to do with the ball. Connor misses a pass back to him. Shanks slides. I have no idea what just happened there. Okay, so Michael Shanks, slid underneath the bouncing ball that was free on the ground, threw it back over his head, which was then recovered by Cooper Smith, who went for the layup, scoring 2 more points for Bentonville with 6 minutes, 36 seconds left in this game. Ludicrous.
Checks into the Tigers.
For 3, barely misses it. Van Rijn passes it back out to Will Liddell. RHS passing it around the outside. RHS holding the ball, trying to find something to do it. Does indeed passes it off. RHS Van Rijn sinks 2 more, bringing the game to 3 points. There we have Colton Simmons, one who sunk that layup earlier. Passes it off to number 14 back to Simmons. Simmons passes it to Defabaugh, drives into the paint, but has to pass out at last minute due to heavy contention. And Shanks, 3. RHS shoots for 3. Just barely misses, but Van Rijn grabs the ball on the rebound, goes immediately back up and draws the foul. If he makes these, this will bring the gap once again down to 1 point, allowing it to be literally anyone's game. And I don't know about you, but the game's fun to me if it can at any point be won by a half-court shot. Van Rijn sinks 1 of 2.
Substitution for Rogers, number 22, Derek Hobbs. Number 5, Carson Euchre. Van Rijn has.
See Will Liddell taking his well-deserved break on the bench. Van Rijn shoots his second, is not good. Van Rijn tries to draw a foul and does not. He actually causes one. Defabaugh getting very close to the Mountie defense. Bentonville's number 14, Braden Freeman, Brady passes off to Connor, or tries to, but Connor's facing heavy contingent, cannot seem to shake his defender. Definitely not something you would expect to see from a Bentonville lead player, but regardless, he's there. And there we have it. Kadefabal misses a float shot, and RHS recovers the ball. RHS passes into Van Rame, close in the paint. Off his foot. RHS recovers it, but steps out of bounds. That'll be a Rogers timeout. Score 39 Bentonville, 37 Rogers. So as you can see, that is a quick math, a 2-point difference game, which means RHS can at any point take the lead. Can at any point take the lead with a 3-point shot. Sorry, I was distracted by this man in the band who looks as if he's going to hit his instrument dead into the concrete wall. Alrighty, we the final 4.5 minutes of the final quarter of the final half of the final game of the night. RHS passing around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. Passes into the paint. Van Rame misses his passes, recovered by Michael Shanks, who slows down and is bringing it down the court to Bentonville scoring territory. Passes off to Defibrillator. Defaba nearly draws a travel. Drew Miller charges in hard to the paint, goes for a layup, draws the foul, and makes it. That will bring RHS and the Bentonville even for the first time this half. This shot, Drew Miller could put RHS in the lead, but no pressure. Absolutely crucial shot by Drew Miller. And this right here, flawlessly. You'll see him dead for a moment, exactly like this. And once again, RHS takes the lead the first time. Shanks passes into Defaball, gets denied, if you will. And speaking of Will, freshman Will Liddell is out there providing support, trying to get the, also helping his teammates out. He does receive it. It's hard to find any consistency here in Rogers' game, but it does not matter. Drew Miller, another 3-point shot, bringing the gap to 4 points. Rogers' favor. This is crazy. This is something that has absolutely brought Drew Miller back on top where he belongs. The student section for RHS is pumped. Bentonville student section, noticeably not so. The band once again energized, playing a nice little tune. Connor Defaball signaling for some help. The ball was passed and just rocketed out of path by freshman Will Liddell. Great play by Will to reset the clock, get RHS back in a place of advantage. Let him sink into position, into defensive position. Coach is on the sidelines trying to fly like a bird. Probably a signal. into the paint, tries to make a 2-point shot, bringing the gap to 2 points. RHS 43, Tigers 41. So here just tries to break free from the defense, and they do eventually do so. Drew Miller passes off to Will, passes off to and as you can see, RHS is passing on the outside, trying to find a good clean shot, trying to find a glitch in the Bentonville defense. The Tigers here trying to fight their way back with 1 minute, 2 minutes left in this game. RHS definitely dragging out the clock. Draws a foul from number 14. Braden Freeman just grabs his arm. Not something they'll let you get away with. So here we go. We have RHS shooting 2 more free throws. RHS does indeed sink that, bringing the gap to 3 points. Now this is something, if RHS can sink this final one, that will protect them. If they can just, no matter what, they will be ahead after 1 shot. Now, if he doesn't, a 3-point shot could tie them. Drag this game out, but he does. Bring the gap to 4 points. RHS favor. So as you see, or as you can imagine, comfort zone, or more specifically the beginning of the comfort zone for RHS. Rogers High School sinking everything having to, and Bentonville High School sinks a 3. Once again, bringing this gap in the final minute of the game to a 1-point lead by Rogers. A timeout is called by Bentonville. A full timeout. Full final timeout. And this is just like the singer. This is ludicrous. Hold on, please. Alrighty, as we come back, RHS fighting to keep that lead. Very hard passing around the outside, trying to stall this game out with 55 seconds left. We've reached the final minute. Will Liddell goes up for a full-point shot, but gets denied by a Bentonville player. Does not draw the foul. Will Liddell passes it back in. Drew Miller is now in possession of the ball. RHS passing it around, drawing out the time. 30 seconds left. Final 30 seconds of a 1-point game. It does not get tenser than this. RHS gets the foul And looking forward to some free throws. So RHS makes their first free throw, bringing the gap to 2. If Van Rijn makes this, which he does, that'll bring the gap to 3 points, which means RHS must be feeling pretty comfortable now. But if Bentonville were to make a 3-point shot, it would be devastating for Rogers to bring it to a tie. Connor goes in for 2, draws the foul, but does not make it. That'll be 2 free throws for Connor with 10 seconds left in the game. That'll be a foul on Van Rijn. Connor Defaball up for 2 free throw shots. A pretty simple shot if you ask me, but he is under a lot of pressure. Makes his first free throw. Now this might be the sort of thing where you purposely bail it. You want to get this ball to your teammates so they can stick it up, make that 2 points off the rebound. We'll see. Connor Defaball lines it up. Makes it. That'll be RHS's ball. And I don't see any way with the 1-point lead that they're going to try to bring this ball out. RHS playing backcourt defense. Gives the ball. Good Lord, RHS. In favor of RHS, Bentonville gets called on reaching around the back. And that'll be with 8 seconds left. RHS is 1 point ahead. This is stressful, to say the least. For those of you with a heart condition, I would say look away, but it's really too late. RHS puts a free throw out, bringing the gap to 2 points. He has one more option. If he sinks this shot, that will bring the gap to another 3 points. And then at maximum, Bentonville can do is tie up the game with 1 shot. Makes it! That will be RHS, 49 points. Bentonville, 46. Connors misses! Sorry, that was... And that will be Rogers High School winning the Rogers v. Bentonville basketball game. One of the most matches I have seen in my entire 1 year in high school. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We will now go try and get an interview with the coach. But this is it for me. Grant Palisak signing for now.